Hey guys, I'm into speakers like crazy, stereo equipment, love it. Most of my stuff is in my storage unit. I have all kinds of PV and some other JBL stuff over there and stuff, and I haven't been over there lately because I don't have the room here. We're looking for a farm, so we're going to have much more room. I can have a workshop and put all my stuff out. Here's a find today from a yard sale. I mean, I'm excited about these. These are the Kenwood KL-660s. I paid $6 for these, and they have the cloth surround on the woofer, so you don't have to worry about the surround deteriorating. Badass. So let's see. I'm going to turn the CD on. The high-end response is a little low. I do have to turn the treble up high, so I'm thinking the capacitors, the selectors are maybe a little dead. So I'm going to change them out. This CD that I'm about to play has was when it was mixed in the studio. The lows, the high end was kind of cut, so it's going to be a bad CD to pick. But my CDs are out in the truck, and I don't feel like getting them. So just to show that they do work. Sealed enclosures, not ported. And I can turn the tuner on here. We'll give it a little more trouble. There you go. They sound really good. Not quite as good as my other JBL 4312s over there that I've pointed out before. They're just the baddest. Okay, so here's the inside. Cast woofer. Of course, they're Trio, made by Trio. They're 4-way with 5 speakers. They got a nice, I guess you'd call that a mid-range. It's in between. There's kind of a mid-range. Let's see, some light. There we go. So, you know, a couple mids there. One, probably like not a subwoofer, but a whatever you call top post woofer, I guess. 2 tweeters wired in series. There's a huge piece of insulation packed in here. I got it outside because it's that old sticky stuff. But I was looking at look how thick the wiring is on this thing, man. Really thick wiring, and it was actually, it's never been opened because it was pushed over to the side with this little staple right here holding it, and it was all wrapped up real neat. What I was really impressed with was the crossover, man. This crossover is awesome. It's way more intense than crossovers in my commercial sound equipment. Check this out. Look at this coil. Look at the thickness of that wire. Look at, here's my finger. Look at how big that thing is. I guess the choke. That's for the low frequencies. And then it has a bunch of resistors in here, and these capacitors. That one maybe looks a little swollen there. Can't really tell. I was going to run some audio through them and see what they sounded like just straight through there from the amp up there, or maybe the carbon. But yeah, the selector switch is really nice. It's a little loose. I gotta fix that. It basically has settings for the tweeters. I don't know if it changes. I gotta look at the wiring and see if it actually does any changes for the mids. Doesn't look like the mids and stuff go through. Actually, yeah, they do. So it actually changes the mids and highs when you selector switch. Okay, but man, look at that thing. Really nice resistors, ceramic. Focus. There we go. Wow. I mean, it's screwed in place with a bunch of screws to a little real wood plate, and then look at the inside of the speaker there. It's finished on the sides. I guess that's what they use for extra, but I think it's walnut, made really well. I think it was like late 60s for these things. The guy said it came with the Kenwood receiver was tube, so it's pretty old. So 60 watts. I think it was at 5,000 hertz. KL-660. Everything works on it. The selectors, I've listened to both of them. All of the speakers work. I cannot really figure out how to get those front grills off without tearing them up, and I've looked online on some of the radio forums, the speaker forums, and you had a bunch of people asking about how to do it. So I don't want to tear it up. There's no screws on the inside. I don't think any of those speaker mount screws would be, they're not going to be, I don't know, but they do sound good. I don't know if I should turn this music off. I'm going to get in trouble, but anyway, there's these speakers. And a friend of mine also gave me yesterday, in addition to the Sun Gun thing I just made, but I don't like the straight soldering irons. I just never have. I like to shoot guns and stuff, so I guess my hand is just used to this, but this is awesome. 240, 325 watt Weller. 2 bulbs on the front. I haven't seen one like this. I've got a other Weller, I think it's like a 150 watt one, and I've got a like a 150 dual Radio Shack, and then I've got a couple of the straight ones, like a 35 watt and a 70 watt, I believe. But I just am so much better with the grip like this. I'm so much more precise with it than, believe it or not. And a lot of times I'll take my grinder and grind that tip down to where I can get into small places with it, because it is kind of big. But I can't stand having a gun hot as hell sitting on the bench. I like for it to heat up quick when I hit the button, and then I don't have to worry about something hitting it. That's just the way I am. I know y'all are probably doing it your way, but 240 and 325 watts, and this thing does heat up quick. It is awesome. The switch is awesome. It looks like it's pretty old, but he gave it to me along with the Sun Gun. I got a whole thing full of cameras yesterday that all have the little CRTs in them, so I'm going to do a video. I'm going to take all those little CRTs out, run a signal into them, and I've still got the one from the first video I did this summer. So we're going to have a bunch of little CRTs, and if I can get my little modulator working, I can make one picture and put them all together like this and make one picture out of it. So that's what I'm going to try to do next. But how cool is that? Thick wiring. Thanks for watching, y'all. Kenwood KL-660s, $6.